All right, so we're going to go over corrections, and I'm actually going to demonstrate the motions on my hand first, and then bring my dog out. So my hand in this exercise is going to be your dog's head. So obviously my wrist is their neck. So for a heeling correction, we're going to command our dog to heel, and we're going to want their hand, or their head rather, even with the side of our legs. So your dog's nose will be sticking out just a little bit. You'll give the heel command when you start walking, and if your dog's entire head advances past your thigh, you're going to give a backwards diagonal correction. So it's not going to be straight up, and it's not going to be straight back. You want to pull back naturally towards you like this, and you're going to say, no, heel. So the word no should be added at the exact same time that you're giving your correction, and this should be a snappy, poppy correction with an immediate release after. Don't hold tension on it like this. We want our dog to loosen back up. Their opposition reflex will kick in otherwise, and they're going to naturally want to pull against the existing pressure. So we're heeling, dog gets a little farther ahead, no, heel. Our dog should slow down and keep pace with us. When it comes to a sit correction, that's when we come to a stop, or just any time we want our dog to sit. We're going to pop a little more up, but still slightly diagonally. Your dog's head is going to come up as their butt hits the ground. So all of these corrections are popped in the direction that we actually want our dog to move their body. So they're not symbolic, they're not just punitive punishment, but they're actually kind of got a clue included. So when it comes to a down correction, that's when our dog is already sitting. We want to slide this over so that our leash is hanging from the front of their neck. And we're going to give the down command, which is our hand over the top of their head. And we'll say down and be ready to correct. If our dog doesn't start to lay down, we're going to correct diagonally towards the ground like so. So down, no, down, just like that. I'm going to go get my dog. He's just around the corner here. And I'm going to show you some heeling exercises and show you how I give these corrections. I'm going to point this down just a little so you can see a little better. And we'll try to stay in frame here. Sit. Good, sit. So I use 3 different voices when I'm training. My command voice is going to be very stern and kind of monotone, so we want to avoid doing something like down or sit. You'll notice when I say down, when I look at Bodhi, he thinks I'm offering something. He looks really excited, but he understands the tone. Down. And he drops right down. Good boy. So into my second voice, oh, good boy, good down. No, down. Good boy. You want to be so excited with this correction, with this voice, that your dog actually wants to engage with you when you're giving your praise voice. Good down. Down. Good down. So we're gonna go into a heel. Heel. Good heel. So as Bodhi starts to get a little ahead of me, I'm going to slow down so he will. We're going to come to a stop. No, sit. You see it was just a good solid pop backwards like this. Good, sit. And we're going to go into a down, and I'm going to actually demonstrate a down correction while I do so. Down. Just like that. Good boy. Except in your case, you're going to say no when you pop instead of down. So that's only for when your dog doesn't actually comply with the down command. Heel. So I was having you take circles around your dog earlier while they held a sit, and I'm going to show you what that actually looks like, just in case we were a little off. Heel. Good heel. Sit. Good sit. Good boy. Good boy. So I'm going to go to the end of my leash and hold my arm out like this, so that I can give a correction the second his butt comes off the ground, if it does. Good sit. Good sit. Good sit. If your dog does jump up while you're in the middle of this, it's going to be a straight pop-up correction. No, sit just like this. Good sit. Good sit. Good sit. Heel. Good heel. So I'm going to do a couple back and forths like this because I want you to see what position your dog is actually in the heel. So you see how his head is kind of hugging my thigh here as we walk? No, heel. Good heel. Good heel. Good heel. Sit. Good sit.